Gabriel here, Handyscapers. I acquired I bought an MTD Pro 48-inch walk behind. I actually think this thing used to be a 52-inch, and somebody put on a 48-inch deck. The reason why I say that is because the model is 1652. 16 is the horsepower for the motor. It's a Briggs & Stratton. And then 52, I believe, is supposed to be the deck size. However, there's a 48-inch deck on here. So, I can say this, that I got plenty of power to move that 48-inch deck. So yeah, I'm just here sharpening blades. These are really old and wore out. So aren't these. A little bit of life left though. Not much. Getting down to the nitty gritty. So I'm just going to sharpen them until my ordered blades come in. I get my parts from my mowers from Pro Parts Direct. They deal with strictly commercial. And as you can see right above my thumb, they have blades starting out as low as $9. I upgrade for the high lift blades, which is only $10 each. So they do it for X-Marks, Toro, Skag, Wright, Snapper Pro, Ferris, Walker, and more. I do know that the blades for the Skags, because I do have a 48-inch Skags, the blades for those are the exact same blades that go on this MTD Pro. But anyway, so I'm going to go over a couple things here. I know there's probably plenty of videos out there on how to sharpen blades, but step number one, once you get the blade off, which most of them I believe takes a 15/16 socket. First thing you want to do when you get the blade off is you want to take a wire wheel or even a wire brush, and you want to remove all this residue, the rust, the grass. And the reason why I say that is because when you sharpen these blades, you have to balance them. Don't even take your blades off to sharpen them if you cannot balance them. And I'll show you what that looks like. This is a balancing device. They're like $5 at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. This is plastic one. Pro Parts Direct sells metal ones or aluminum or cast iron, not sure. But yeah, so basically you need a flat level surface. You set the blade on here and then it balances. So step one, remove the blade. Step two, wire wheel or brush and remove all of this junk up here, because this is going to affect the weighing part or the balancing part. Okay. And all you really need is one of these or even a bench top grinder. I got my vise on my railroad tie for mounting purposes. As you can tell, I've already removed with the wire wheel the residue. Okay, now when you sharpen the blades, typically you want to go at a 30-degree angle. You want to keep that 30-degree angle. So I'm gonna zoom in here. stupid thing don't want to focus. Well, there we go, that's better. So you want to go at a 30-degree angle. And what that kind of looks like, hopefully you can see this. See how steep of an angle that is? 30 degrees is pretty steep. You want to kind of keep that contour. Okay, and how I sharpen mine is I start from the bottom. And I like to use just the tip of the grinding wheel. Start at the bottom, and I start at the very edge of the blade, this edge, the sharp part. I like to start there and then work my way back, removing material. So I'm going to do this for a little bit, and then that'll be about it. Then I'll show you balancing. Now the trick here is, well, there's two tricks that you want to try to accomplish here, and that is to keep as close to a 30-degree angle as possible. And the next thing is the tip of the blade is basically like the most important part of the blade. That's where most of your, that's where the speed is, that's where most of the cutting is coming from. And this contour here is almost equally as important. The tip, it's very important not to round that off. You want to try and keep it as square as possible. You don't want to round it off. If your tips are rounded when you take them off, you want to try to get them as close to being as squared as possible. Let me try and find one. This one's not too bad. Focus. Oh well. Well, here, it's actually pretty good square. You don't want it rounded off to where like this tip is gone. One more thing, make sure you wear safety glasses and ear protection. I don't wear ear protection unless I'm mowing. I know I don't have any in now, but do as I say, don't do as I do.